Welcome back to the ASL Challenger League. This is the final match of the night, and whoever wins this game will be joining Pili here in the round of 16. So let's find out. WarreN is the map. The first player here on the bottom, well, rather in the top left, he is our blue Terran. Actually, just randomly got a clan outset, Alceister. Like literally in the break, he got a clan or made it.
Hey man, his potential impressed enough people during the break. And we're going to be introducing the player in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, the Red Zerg, representing Sidestorm Gaming. Give it up for WarreN.
All
You like
right.
that fake out I did, Saber? Where I started to introduce him, but then I stopped and you like had the zoom in start, but then you zoomed back out. I saw that. I'm calling you out on that, man. I got the jukes all day, man.
Yo.
I'm making depths in my ladder games.
Literally Pili. You are a crazed guy.
Pili. Look at this beautiful crescent moon formation on this drone. I mean, you talk about like heart shapes that Huck makes with the patrols.
That's beautiful. Yo, was it us that casted the game where somebody was doing like the three racks on this map? I might have been on OS. I might have been with Drenok. So people were doing like 3 racks here at the bridge, and then like.
I think I might have been with Drenok. That sounds really scary though.
Dude, it was ridiculous. Yeah. I forget who it was, but either way.
Full wall-in on that pathway over.
Well, Alceister looking like he is gonna get that Reaper out first, but he's adding another gas really fast, and he hasn't added a command center yet. So this is before the command center goes up. Or maybe he was doing it so that the drone couldn't.
Yeah.
Distract her? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I think that maybe is a possibility to try and prevent like the really fast starport tech or something from coming out. But regardless, we do have Reaper coming in, almost gets a drone kill.
Yep.
You know, one thing I've noticed about Reaper usage is I've found that one of the more successful ways to use the Reaper KDH charge is you don't use it immediately when you get into the range of the drones. You use it when the drone gets to about a quarter to half health. Because that's when they try to go crazy.
They try to run away,
like,
yeah.
Exactly. That's when they try and run away or make like a building, and that's when you actually stop them from doing it.
Yeah, indeed. So, people just like to throw those KDA charges out like, you know, it's nothing, but I guess it technically is. However, looking like...
Hey man, that military budget. You gotta be wary about that, man. Those grenades cost something, and so do those SCVs.
What game do you ever have unlimited grenades in? Like, grenades are always something that you have like a fixed number of, but...
That's a good point, man. Like, StarCraft is the only game that grenades are the things that you have unlimited amount of ammo for. Like, normally it's like guns. You'll have an unlimited amount of ammo.
The crappiest gun.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you got a pistol here. It has unlimited ammo, and then everything else will have ammo, including grenades. But man, those Reapers are pretty lucky.
Seriously.
Well,
I was thinking, no, I'm not even gonna go any further. Like David Kim.
Saber's just gonna be like, I'm not bringing these two back on. Not after.
But either way, I guess, yeah, we can talk about the Cloak Banshee coming out from Alceister. Looking a bit more like some Heart of the Swarm here with the Hellion Banshee. And from WarreN, he did take his 3rd base relatively early. I would say only relatively, unless you're going for something like a 2-base Nidus or 2-base Muta. This is a kind of standard 3rd base if you're just going for that economic play. So that's what he's planning to do. WarreN feeling like he has that macro game on point. And Alceister, though, feeling like he needs to go and get something done, because he even made a few Marines with it, too. But maybe he's just going to defend.
Well, these Hellions, I think, are going to eventually potentially turn into Hellbats. He's moving into the Reaper, loses the Reaper, unfortunately, to the Queens. That is a bit of a micro mistake. I feel like he could have regenerated.
He could have blew up. Yeah, he could have blew up the Queens and then ran his Hellions in. But if he really wanted to.
He's going for a follow push, right? He's waiting for upgrades to finish with both the Cloak Banshee as well as the Armory to finish, so he can get out Hellbats. But I'm a fan of him poking in over here, but he really shouldn't be losing anything with the poke-ins.
Well, luckily for him, the Reaper was the only casualty, and the Hellions are going to be joining the Banshee to try to get some more damage done. But WarreN, he did get down that the Spine Crawler, and as well as the Spore Crawler, so he should be able to deal with this pretty well. And I mean, he needs to know that the Hellbats are going to be following it up. He doesn't have any oh no, he has roaches coming. So he doesn't need Banelings. He's going to be able to just hold this on the ground pretty easily, I would say.
Yeah, I almost would have liked to have seen maybe Alceister go for pulling that Banshee back.
Oh, Banshee.
Not save you from a Spore Crawler.
Hero Spore Crawler going to take out the Banshee, and that makes the pressure so much less here. So WarreN definitely is like, oh god, this is great. I'm loving this life.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would have liked to have seen maybe Alceister try and circumvent that choke as well as the Spine Crawler and Spore Crawler, but getting out a medevac instead of yet another Banshee, and maybe elevatoring some of those Hellbats over to the main base or something, and followed up with the Banshee harassment. But you know, this Banshee gotta be careful. He's walking.
Oh my god, not again! No, you can't lose two Banshees to one Spore Crawler.
Come on, man, that's not been a patch change. That's Spore Crawlers have been able to detect Banshees for a long time.
He just like flew it over, and I was like, yeah, well,
yeah.
Well, Alceister, you know, he didn't get the damage that he wanted, and he did get a third base on the way, but WarreN has been chilling on this third base. He's actually doing. Oh, I thought he was going for Burrow. I thought he was gonna do something really cool, but he's not gonna do it. He's just gonna go into Hydras, Roach Hydra. Alceister adding double tank though. Triple. Oh, is he going full on mech? Yo, are you insane?
With all those factories.
Bringing it back. He's gonna make it happen on WarreN now.
I do like it. I mean, Arena is a pretty nice map to try and go for that mech style, especially with a lot of the choke points that you have. It's going to be so difficult for that ground-based Roach Hydra army to do a whole lot of damage to the meching army or really make those big push-ins. Just because, again, even like where the destructible rocks are being taken out, it's still a choke even over there.
Oh, no matter what, yeah. I know a lot of people have been just having a lot of trouble getting mech to work. So let's see WarreN if he's hip to it, if he knows how to deal with it. Roach Hydra can be pretty good, but you do need to get those Vipers out when it's a very heavy tank count. And it's going to be a very heavy tank count because Alceister is making 2 at a time, and he's also getting Liberators. So without Vipers, not only can you not Blinding Cloud or pull tanks, you can't pull the Liberators out.
Yeah, that is a little bit frustrating where if he doesn't have like even those medevacs or something to pick up those siege tanks, they're going to be a bit vulnerable as they are under fire. And now we end up seeing the third expansion being lifted off. A couple corrosive bile shots go off and manage to kill off 3 workers, and WarreN doing some good damage over here so far.
Well, yeah, he's doing the great damage just by lifting up that command center, and he's killing a few SCVs with it as well, and he did get a siege tank, right? So more Ravagers, I would say. Ravagers don't Ravagers can go in and pick off some siege tanks, right? So
yeah, good corrosive bile shots. I think managed to kill off one of those Liberators, and that Liberate count is so important for Alceister to be able to get started because he went for these Banshees, which mean that he halted the Liberator production for a little bit when you go for this meching style. So really got to be careful with those units.
Oh yeah, you don't want to lose them at all. Mech army is always the best when they're all together in a large number. But I'm really interested to see this. It's just intriguing to me that he's only making siege tanks. Like, this is not just a mech army that is really like well-rounded. It's a pure siege tank.
Yeah.
But I guess there's Liberators too. I can't. Yeah, not a lot of buffer there. And if it does get to that point where the Vipers do get out, it can get pretty dicey because nothing is going to be able to contest the Vipers. And I'm really glad that WarreN has put down the Infestation Pit now because he needs to get to Hive, but it might be giving him too much time. Like Alceister, you might be giving him a little too much time.
Yeah, I mean, with the one nice thing about, well, I mean, one of the nice things about a massive siege tank-based army is that it fares pretty well against Roaches and Hydralisks. So if WarreN is, as you were saying, just kind of sitting back, getting up Hive Tech and everything, he is going to give his opponent a lot of time to get up a massive siege tank count. I'm kind of liking Alceister's position more and more in this game. Again, like
I was going to say the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, wherever WarreN tries to attack into, it gets really awkward. All he can really do right now until he gets up that late game tech is just try and take his own expansions and hope to try and get his upgrades going and everything else so he can match his opponent in the super late game.
That's basically what he needs to do. It's the tech that he needs though. Like, this map is so strange, and
Changeling
Hey.
drops? No. Oh man, I thought he was gonna drop changelings with these overseers on the siege tanks to do splash damage. Because there's no anti-air here.
Oh yeah. What does it? But it like they don't auto attack though, right? Like they just like be kind of like
Oh,
poop and creep with an overlord.
I think that they auto attack maybe the
Only reason I know it is
changelings
because
get
I
to drop it immediately underneath them, right?
Oh, before they do the morph.
Yeah, before they morph, because they take a moment to morph.
You,
I'm not
that
sure.
No, I don't know. I've never
That's
tried it
something
before.
I want to test now. I want to test that.
That is something that they used to do with the what was it? Widow mines. To trigger
Yeah,
widow mines, like right
remember
before it
that.
would yep.
Mhm.
So I
Well,
wonder if that would work with C6. That'd be pretty cool if it did.
Yeah, well, Hellbat's
comes
coming
some-
into the main base. Doing a little bit of damage. Gonna be able to kill. Oh, no, don't kill off the queen in the main base. Actually, they don't really do a whole lot of damage, but honestly, I mean, the Hellbats are the exposable units in this situation.
Very. Yeah, they're like the Zerglings of the Terran army here. And there are not many Zerglings here at all, but it's just the fact that WarreN has taken a long time to get to Hive. Alceister's already going to be mining off of 4 bases, and this is the part where it gets scary. You know, it's actually the mech army. If it gets up to a nice amount and a good economy, if WarreN doesn't take the engagement correctly, and he like goes in with tries the blinding cloud and flies over the turrets, those are mainly the anti-air. But there are so many like widow mines chilling out. It's like if he doesn't see them, they could look so
Yeah.
ugly. And I'm just afraid that if he rushes it, he might be throwing a little too hard. You know, like just the feeling of needing to kill your opponent.
Absolutely. Well, the one thing I like about WarreN's situation is the fact that he is going ham on the economy, taking the gold
Oh,
expansion,
yeah.
the bottom right-hand expansion. He's up to 5 base already. Could even take this other expansion that's between his 4th and his 5th expansion and be pretty okay with it. And especially with all these corruptors coming out and Greater Spire about to finish up, the Greater Spire is going to be such an unbelievable boon against such a siege tank heavy army. They're all going to have to unsiege.
Yeah, Broodlords are going to be the ultimate unit here. As Liberators, how many are there though in the sky? It looks like there are none. What?
Yeah,
There are-
did you lose them?
Whoa, I didn't even know, but here
Ooh.
comes an engagement. It's going to be the blinding clouds on a lot of the siege tanks here. Corruptors are going to be the ones that try to take out the Banshees instead of the Hydras, though. Hydras are trying to get on top of the siege tanks, but now the
Oh.
blinding clouds have expired. And I think that the next blinding cloud is going to be enough.
Whoa.
It looks like WarreN is going to pull on through here. This is actually a really
Yeah.
nice engagement coming out of him.
He-
I did not
He
expect
won't even
that
need
to
the
be
Brood
that.
Lords.
Oh.
Yeah, GG is
GG.
called. WarreN taking game number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here on Leverlac Crest, the final match of the night. This could potentially be the final map of the night. But let's hope that maybe we can go to a game 3 just for entertainment's sake. But it is going to be our player representing Psystorm Gaming in the bottom left corner. Give it up for WarreN.
And his opponent spawned down here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map as the red Terran player representing Team Outset. Give it up for Alceister.
Yeah, like where did he pick this up? And it even has the dust thingy
Wait, does
for
it?
it.
Oh. Yeah, that's a...
Maybe
that's
he made his own
interesting.
clan and was like, yo, you'll never really get rid of me, Dust.
That is super interesting. I
Over
wonder if
attached
it's more like a-
girlfriend. It's like, I even
Oh, God.
photoshopped us. Look, like we can be together forever. Look, we're like Siamese twins. I photoshopped us together. It's like,
I
yo,
wonder if it's like
chill
the
out.
community dust team or something like that.
Yeah, maybe so. I just
Well-
felt like making that reference out of nowhere. That's all.
It's okay. I appreciated it.
Either way. We
I
do
dig
have
it.
horizontal spawns going down. Oh, whoa,
Ooh,
oh,
I like
oh.
this. I very much like this. Bunker
Yo,
rush
Warren's not
coming
even
out.
gonna know. Oh wait, is that? Yep. It's gonna be like with the Reaper though, just kind of like a place that I can chill out.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's really going to get scattered out until after it's already finished. So he's going to be able to really take advantage of that as a nice retreat point and just delay mining for a little bit, I think, from that natural expansion.
Yeah. I mean, the cool part about it is that when like it does get to a low HP when the queens are out, it can jump in there and still do the damage to the queen. But like,
Huh.
the mobility of the Reaper is the strength of it, right? So I always think of the bunker as like this.
All right. Well, the Reaper.
Maybe he's trying to do a trick where he blows himself up into the bunker.
Yeah, man.
You know?
I'm gonna
that would be sick. You get like 10 points for that, yo. Tony Hawk Pro Reaper.
Try to shoot the gap there.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much I like the fact that the Reaper is just sticking in there. I'd love to see it go into the main base, at least until maybe some of the Zerglings try and go after that bunker. Try and get a bit aggressive with this position. Like, the bunker is a nice safety point. You're not going to kill that hatchery.
Oh, no. Can you throw grenades from in the bunkers?
I don't think so, no.
I think if you could, it'd be like a 50% chance that like you friendly fire in the bunker and you have to evacuate before you blow yourself up.
That'd be pretty amazing. Well, Salvage does go off on the bunker. Is going to be able to get back those resources for the most part and make it out of there with the Reaper still intact. And forces out a decent number of Zerglings. That's what I like about it. Yeah. He waits until to salvage it until after the Zerglings have all popped out. Even though there were queens wailing away on it, he realizes, hey, if I can just keep this around here a little bit longer, I can kind of scare my opponent.
Indeed. And I mean, that's all you need to do right there. Like, these Lings aren't going to do anything unless Alceister makes a really big mistake here. After speed finishes, though, I'm wondering, there's really nothing here to attack the Lings. Like, oh my god, I guess they are going to do something here, Fear Dragon, and now he's kind of regretting forcing out those Lings. But can he get those Marines before? I don't think it's going to matter, though.
Yeah, this is a little bit awkward as, well, Zerglings do not make it into the main base. The bunker does survive. 1 or 2 of the mules went down, as well as 4 SCVs. And that's some nice economic damage. I think trading those Zerglings out that you made for even a couple kills is pretty good.
I think so too, yeah. Like, if you force out those Lings and like they came back to haunt you, that would have been pretty bad. But WarreN, he did get 4 SCVs out of that, so I don't think it's actually that bad. And, you know, kind of made Alceister panic. But he's looking like he wants to go into bio, so he's going to go ahead and get the stim. And I'm wondering how he's going to approach it too, because the last time we saw him go a lot of siege tanks in the mech style, but have we seen him actually go for like a marine tank or marine widowmine or, you know, liberator? There's no real opener, aggressive opener out of him here, and it's not even like his double eBay. So
yeah,
center.
Like, what is the game plan for this? I'm not entirely sure. The Reapers are going to be able to do a little bit of scouting and see, okay, Roach Warren's out, probably going to be going into a similar-ish style with like the Roaches and potentially moving into those Hydrals again. And oh, I like the fact that good use of the KD8 charge, going to be able to get at least one of those Reapers out of there. But yeah, like, what is the big follow-up for him?
Is it going to be a push? Because like, usually it has to be, right? Like a big 2-base push. It's the only thing that really makes sense here. But oh, good run by here out of WarreN. He doesn't really get a lot, but it's disrupting the mining. But yeah, out of Alceister. So maybe when stim finishes, +1 will be done a lot later. But
yeah, I think he's
no third command center. Let's like go through that. The fact that there's no third command center, no second eBay.
And not only that, but I feel like he's going to be on such a big timer that, yeah, he's going to have to just ignore a lot of this creep. Yeah, sure, he does scan and clean it up, but he doesn't really have the time to wait around for the creep to recede. He's kind of got to just go in, because the longer he waits, the more of these Roaches and Ravagers are going to be out. And look at this. At this point, I almost feel like the fact that he's waited even these 10, 15 extra seconds, WarreN may already have enough to defend it. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Good green kills. Getting
this is not looking good. It's only going to be like 2 siege tanks, and he has to micro those as well. This is not Archon mode, folks. And these Marines don't have combat shields. Remember that. Oh, God. An absolute massacre. Going to get cleaned up. Roach, Ling, Ravager. A little bit too much for the Marines and that tank to handle.
Yeah, unfortunate reality is when you're playing against a player of WarreN's level, I mean, even waiting around those extra 10, 15 seconds
on the
will make an enormous amount of... Yeah, like... It'll make an enormous amount of difference in what they'll have for that defense and how many units they're going to have for that.
Well, there they go. The siege tank almost going to get picked up. It does get picked up. The hot pickup, but those Marines are so low, there's no medevac for them. They keep on picking up the Siege Tanks and not healing the bio. This is looking like it is a little bit too much Zerg here. GG is going to be called, and WarreN going to take it and advance to the round of 16 with Peely Peely.